What is going on, my friends? Welcome to a little Trout Creek fishing episode, fall time edition. As you can see, in fact, we're kind of in late fall here. Close that real quick. Late fall is a good time to fish. However, it does present one challenge, and that is all of these leaves. So the fish should be active, but the leaves in the creek do present a challenge. In fact, they make the creek look smaller than usual. I mean, this is already a small creek, but they make it look really tiny. So that is a disadvantage, but it's a beautiful day. It's going to get like a high of 75, and it's just gorgeous, as you can see out here. Definitely a wader day. Waders are just great too because they also protect from snakes. And who knows what snakes are in these leaves. One thing I love about this type of fishing is it's so simple. I have here my little box, little tiny tube box, Ace Videos Trout tube box, link in the description. All my favorite colored micro tubes. I also have some extra hooks and sinkers in case I want to use live bait. But that's all I have, and then a little bottle of the Dry Creek Outfitters Trophy Bass Gel Scent, which trout love. Catch way more fish with this. One little tiny rod. It's super simple. I'm going to stick a bottle of water in my backpack, and then everything I need for the cook is right in here. Got a brand new little stainless steel cook setup, and I'll show you guys what's in there when I get to that part, but everything I need is right in there, so that way I can hike and I don't have to come back to my truck. I can just do everything out in the woods. Got my dive bag for my catches. Hopefully some crawdads will be out. Even though it's like the most obvious spot, I still want to try it. Look underneath this big tree here. It is hanging way out over the creek and it's still alive. I'm using a tube color just called Crawfish. It's just straight up brown. Usually in the fall time, this is one of the better ones. Just gonna absolutely soak it in that scent. This scent is made from real crawdads and stuff. Whew. It's good stuff. First cast of the day. Even though I don't see any trout, sometimes they're under the rocks or whatever. Ah, shoot. Dang it. I'm snagged on a piece on a stick. Oh, there's a big crawdad right there. 2 big crawdads. 3. A little one and 2 big crawdads. There. Guys, there's a huge crawdad. Let's see if he'll just bite my bait. Oh, he's biting the sinker. He has, what the? You guys see this? You guys see this huge crawdad? Look at him. Look at him. Look at that. I just caught a big crawdad. A mongo. A mongo one. Look how big they get in these creeks, folks. Because they have no enemies. Like, nothing wants to eat them in here. Once they get past, like, the little baby stage. He's just angry at the line. He's just angry. He's just dude. Nice. First catch of the day. I'm kind of glad I got snagged. I never would have walked down and seen it up close. You know, in the fall time, a lot of times these guys are just walking around for whatever reason. They might be just like feeding, fattening up for winter before they go into like hibernation. Wow, great little catch. I'm gonna have to stay close to these creeks somewhat after I see another little crawdad down there. After I fish them, walk along and just look for the crawdads. Whoa. Dude. Look at that. Can you guys see him yet? It's very well blended in. Look at that toad. That is a warty dude. Friendly fellow. He's got like bugs crawling on him. That is a heavy toad. I've never seen one that big just out and about, let alone it. Like, I'm in a mountainous area. It's kind of unusual. That can be a really good sign of the fishing guys when animals are out and about. I remember even a story of a guy who fished in Africa And he was like, I noticed when we saw a lot of like zebra and birds and different animals, you know, just land-based animals out and about, that the fishing would be good. And on days when they wouldn't be out moving around a lot, the fishing wouldn't be as good. So it's kind of interesting. Got a Robert E. Lee natural bridge here. I see a little waterfall up there. I think I'm going to try to get to that. I see, look at all the leaves floating down. This is so cool though. Wait, got him. I saw a trout dart out and grab it. And it's a good one too. It's a rainbow. Yes! The first flip in there. I just saw I thought I saw something kind of swimming around as I was casting, and that thing darted over. Look at that rainbow trout, folks. A plump stream trout. That is a good size for a stream. Yes! See, the trout are waiting for things to drop in the water. There we go. Bam, bam, bam. Sweet. I'll just keep my eye out for crawdads, though. Oh, speaking of which, there's one right in the corner there. Let me flip it down there. I think he sees it. He grabbed the line. That's so funny. The crawdad grabbed the fishing line. Oh, dang it, dang it, dang it. He got off. Wait, he's trying to grab onto the tube. He's got the tube now. Oh, he's tasting it. He is tasting it. Now that he has a taste, he's gonna hang on. Yes! Another excellent keeping size. And this dude has big meaty claws. Guys, to show you, not to overly plug my products, but look at the brown crawdad tube. And look how it perfectly matches with the crawdad. Thank you to Brad at Dry Creek Outfitters for designing such a perfect match. Gonna go off trail a bit here, folks. It's gonna be hard to see any mushrooms now that I think about it. This draw is interesting because this is where all the water comes cascading down when there's a lot of rain. However, I kind of don't think I have a high probability of finding mushrooms under all these leaves unless I just have a rake or something. Hard enough to see them even when there aren't all these leaves. This is strange to find an old trash can all the way up here on the mountainside. Wonder if somebody lives way up that way. Kind of have to think they do. Huh. Oh, check it out. Look. Bunch of, oh, they're old. Look at it, just covered in puffball mushrooms. They look like the old ones. They definitely been here a while, but that's cool. Almost remind me like warts or something. That is funny. That's funny. Oh wait, look. Look, mushrooms. These might be actually good ones. Look at the difference. You got the dark brown. I don't know if they are. Oh my goodness. I might have just found puffball. Now, if these are solid white inside, they're true puffball mushrooms. Look at that. They look like a marshmallow. Guys, these are edible puffball mushrooms. Are you kidding me? Could this day get any better? Look at that, good ones. All of these are old, and you see the freshness. Just the fresh look. Ah, yes. Thank you, Lord. Dropped one over here. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Incredible. Incredible. What a blessed time out here. I didn't think I'd be able to find any mushrooms because of all of the leaves on the ground. Found a little handful. I will take it. Let's get back down to the stream before anything messes with my trout and crawfish. Well, that's crazy. Guys, look, there are crawdads around my bag of crawdads, and they're trying to get in. Set my mushrooms there. Yeah, I see the crawdads right there. Let's try to grab them. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to try something. I think that a lot of crawdads are going to be under these leaves in this pool. This is actually a big pool here. That's why I hardly recognize this creek, just because of all the leaves in it. And I have to imagine a whole bunch of craws are hiding in all the leaves and just feasting and stuff. So I'm going to cut the trout. There we go. Just going to cut him. It is full of something. Whoa, okay, we got to see this. What is this, guys? Oh, it's a little salamander. That's what it is. This trout has been ate a little salamander. That's crazy. Okay, now we're just going to stick everything back in the bag, and we're going to lower it down, and let's see what comes along. Smart crawdad. Oh, he got away. Dang it. Well, shoot. Oh wait, I see a big one right there. He just hasn't found it yet. Let's try to grab him. Yes, yes, yes. Well, that makes 5 now, I think. Just like one more. I'd like an even 6 if I could. I see miniature crawdad on top of that rock. That's cool. They're just out in droves. Oh, I see a nice crawdad right there. Let's try to catch him. Again, he grabbed the line. He didn't even grab, or maybe he grabbed, he did grab the bait. There you go. No, he did just grab the line. Look, he's like chowing down on the sinker. That is crazy. I don't understand that. Do they like the line or smell the line? Look, he's pinching it. Pinching like the sinker. Gosh, all of these are just mongo. Half a dozen, folks. Wow. Cool. Very cool. I'm getting hungry. It's getting close to eating time. I think I'm going to fish just a couple more pools. Gosh, it's just one pretty vista after another. Kind of funny how the leaves are just stacked up. Got him. Oh, he got off. Dang it. Did you guys see that? That was a big trout. That was even bigger than the one I've got in the bag. Dang it. Oh, man. Snag. Dang it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get him to bite again. What a fun time, my friends. Didn't get that last trout, but that is totally okay. I got a nice one to eat. I'm getting hungry. Let's cook up a little lunch. Can't make it too big. In fact, right about there is probably where I'll stop. Voila! All my cook stuff right here. Packed ultra light, but I do have a few nice luxuries. Got a pan. This is a new setup, by the way. I've got a bowl. It kind of reminds me of a dog bowl. Don't know how I feel about that. But I have olive oil, which will come into play for the mushrooms. I actually brought olive oil just for mushrooms, hoping that I would find some. And then a new thing that I got in Florida, Cajun Land orange. I was trying to think, orange boil infusion seasoning there, and to top it off for dessert, hot chocolate. It's weird because with the bubbling brook, I keep thinking I hear stuff, but I don't think it's just in my mind. There we go. Reinforcement. There's some crawdads clinging to the bag. One of them dropped off. Where are you? He's buried. That makes 7. He's a little small. We'll let him go. 6 is good enough. I caught 7 today. That's a good number. That big one has been trying to climb out of the bag all day. I'm gonna add a few more sticks and stuff. Bits of bark. So crazy, the crawdad is like going toward the fire, which to me is a little odd. That one is too. Maybe they're drawn to the heat. But I'm sure when they get closer, they're gonna be like, no, that ain't working. Got little monsters. Alright, here we go. Drop them right in there. Drop them right in there. And the last one. Right in there. Get a spoon. Push them down in. And now I add this stuff. Apparently this stuff is so potent, you add it. Yeah, it says boil. And then you add this stuff. Yeah, it's like a soaking thing. Wow, that stuff is super fragrant. You talk about a really nice orange smell. Again, I don't want to overdo it with these guys. You're supposed to use this for quite a bit, and I'm just, maybe just a dash more. There we go. Some of y'all have been telling me that you boil your crawdads in orange juice, and when I saw that stuff, I thought I would give it a try. Cooking over a fire is more challenging than you'd think. It's fun though, it's rewarding. Alright, what I'm going to do now, these are boiled up good enough I think. I'm going to let them stew in the juices here. I'm going to steam, or poach the trout in the very orange juice that I cooked the crawdads in. Because since I'm out here, I have limited supplies. So got to make good use of everything. And I'm going to let the crawdads just stew in the juices there. Look how many times I've scored the trout. Because I really want those orange Cajun flavors to get in there. My wood's burning away so quickly, it's hard to keep it going. Of course, this I don't need it on a super high boil, but there we go. We're back to flame. Excellent. Cool. The water, I have to say, look how the water looks. It doesn't look very appetizing. Huh. It'd be interesting to try it. It smells fragrant, smells orangey, but just looks weird. Alright, just a little bit of water for the hot chocolate. I think this trout is just about poached. think all I need to do, yeah, I can see all the way. It looks very cooked. Just gonna set them around top of the crawdads. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what I'm thinking. I got mushrooms. I'm not used to getting mushrooms when I'm out here. I've become better this year, though, about identifying good species. I always cut the nubbin off there. Let's see, how am I gonna cook these? I think what I'm just gonna do, since, well, you know what? Let's do it this way. Add a smidge of olive oil to the bottom. That's why I brought this micro bottle out here for mushrooms. See how they look like marshmallows inside? Those are the ones you'll want. Look at that. If they have gills inside, they are not puffball mushrooms. Do not eat them. Technically, you're supposed to wash the dirt off them, but I'm a man, so I have here a salt and pepper packet. Boy, did I think of everything. No, just kidding. I came prepared, though, this time. Salt and pepper over them. That's all you need for mushrooms, is salt and pepper and a little olive oil. All right, who ordered the puffball mushrooms? Come get them while they're hot. A little feast of the forest in my dog food bowl. Kind of looks like dog food at the moment. All the elements are going to taste good, though, even though it looks a little strange at the moment. Say a prayer real quick. This is a blessed day. I came out and got everything I wanted to get. Trout, crawfish, and mushrooms. Puffballs. Puffballs could use salt. They are a mushroom in desperate need of salt. I put a little bit on there. I would love to sit here and be like, oh, scrumptious. But puffballs, they're just kind of bland. Just a bland mushroom. No special flavor to them. However, one thing I do think, this might be good. My dad and I did this with another trout. So you take a piece of trout and a piece of mushroom together. Yeah, now that's nice. Now orange trout is really nice. Wow. Orange trout, that works. Now, if these crawfish are any good, I'll have to try boiling them in orange juice. Oh, I pulled the poop vein out. Here we go. Orange crawdad. Citrus and crawfish play well together. I wouldn't say it's my favorite flavor, but it works. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I still just like good old, like, Cajun, you know, strong Cajun flavors. But the orange crawdad's not bad. Sure, it's good and boiled up since we're using river water. Yeah, about there's good. This will be nice to end the day with a little dessert. Check it out, I didn't even realize this till just now. It has marshmallows already in it. Oh yeah. Mosquito or something, or just a gnat in my hot chocolate. That's part of outdoor cooking that they don't tell you either. Quite a few bugs, not quite a few, but some bugs get in the food. That is a nice way to end the meal. The bottom swallow is always the best. Has the most chocolate. Well, my friends, what a wonderful time I had. A very, very enjoyable Sunday afternoon. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I'll see you in the next one.